So this is screencast number 2. So you should have answered number 2 on the back of your paper, and you should have answered A through question E. Okay, so in the last video, we left off in the table, and I started you guys out with the scale factor of 1 to 100, and we filled out the model to the actual. So what you needed to figure out first is how do you get from the model to the actual, and then the actual to the model. So if we go from model to actual, and we look at our numbers, we're going from 1 to 100. Well, in order to go from 1 to 100, we are multiplying by 100 because 1 times 100 is 100. But now we need to do the same working backwards, because if we're given the actual, then we need to know how to find the model. So just to save room, I'm going to write on the other side, and we're going to do the opposite. So if we're trying to get from 100 to 1, well, 100 divided by 100 will get us back to 1. Okay, so now going back up, question number A says, if the model plane is 1 foot long, how long is the actual plane? So the model is 1 foot. So you should have, if you just look at your table, we already have 1 for our model. So if our model was 1 foot, then our actual would be 100 feet. So our answer here should be 100 feet. Second question says, if the model's wingspan is 16 inches, how long is the actual wingspan? So the model's wingspan is 16, so they're giving us the model of 16. So we're going to type 16 in the numerator. So if we're going from model to actual, we're going to multiply 16 times 100, which is going to give us 1,600, and that's going to be in inches since our 16 was in inches. And we can label it right here in the table if that helps you. So part B should be 1,600 inches. Now part C. So if the width of each of the model's propellers is 1.62 inches, how wide is the actual propeller? So again, we're given the model is 1.62 inches. So the model is in the numerator. So 1.62, and we have inches. So just in case we forget our label, you can also label it in your table. So again, to go from model to actual, you are multiplying by 100. So 1.62 inches times 100 would be 162 inches. So to answer part C, we want to know how wide the actual propeller is. So it's 162 inches. Now part D, it says if the width of the actual tail is 60 feet, what is the width of the tail in the model? So the width of the actual is 60 feet. So we're given the actual is 60 feet, and now we have to find the model. So if we're going now from actual to model, working our way from the denominator to the numerator, if we look at the arrow right here, we need to divide by 100. So then we need to do 60 divided by 100 is 0.6, and that would also be in feet. We have to use the same units. Our answer is going to be, it's going to be 6/10 of a foot. Last problem, problem letter E. If the height of the actual tail is 38 feet, what is the height of the tail in the model? So it's saying the actual tail is 38 feet, so the actual goes in the denominator. So then we have 38 feet. If we're trying to find the model, so going from actual to model, bottom to top, we're dividing by 100. So 38 feet divided by 100 is 0.38, and then feet. So to answer our question, the height of the tail in the model is going to be 38 hundredths of a foot. Now that you're finished checking your answers, you can now work on your homework assignment for tonight.